Well, today is the 14th of June 2019, and this is one of the driest days of this week, or the last 10 days actually. We've had some very heavy rain here in the UK, and especially around here on the Wirral. Now, what I've been trying to do in the last couple of days is to try and get this new alternator back in. And it's been proving to be a bit of a problem, simply because to get that long bolt in there at the back has been proved to be a bit circumspect, and this is in the main it's been caused by the end of the bolt head there binding on the those pipes, and it really is a two-man job to do it, but as I'm on my own, well, I have to do it one way or another. So what did I do? I got one of my old punches or there to hold one side of the alternator in position while I wriggled this other bolt in. And the only way I could get it in was to hold back these two pipes from the air conditioning, and to do that I had to use a piece of string secured to that piece up there. Also had to take the bolt out of the heat shield, and to be able to move the forward part of the heat shield backwards so I could do it. So onwards now and see if we can get it in without too much more problems. Okay, now I've changed the camera position. You can probably see the bolt better, and unless I've removed one of the bolts in the fitting there so you can get a better view. So let's have another go. Let's see if we can get this in. Get it in, and the acorn pops out the other end. Now, as you perhaps see here, there is a gap, and there is a washer or a distance piece fits into there, which I've got to find before I can continue, because otherwise we can't tighten the alternator up properly, otherwise we risk damaging the lugs on the alternator, i.e. breaking them off if we tighten it up too tight. So I'll go and find that other piece, and we'll start again. So off we go again. You can see there's or hopefully you can see there's a small distance piece that has to go on between the alternator and the bracket here. You see where the hammer is. That's very, very tight indeed, and the only way I've been able to get it started really is to use a small hammer, a light hammer such as this, and hopefully it will go in, and that will secure the alternator. Probably need a heavier hammer, so we'll have to get hold of the copper one, which is somewhat heavier. Let's see what happens. I might try drifting that. I suppose that'll go that way. do now is get the bolt through. It's going to be a bit of a job, I suspect. I'll come back to you in a minute. Well, as you can see here, I've got the alternator fitted again, and the belt is fitted on as well. I did have a bit of a struggle, especially trying to get that washer or spacer behind that nut, on the other side of that nut I should say. But with a judicious use of some drifts and some very light tapping with a light hammer, I was able to get them in place, and the bolt slid through. Now my next job is to replace the water pump, and that's what I'm going to start doing now. We'll see you in a sec. Hi, now first thing I'm going to do is put this gasket stuff on, which is not what I would normally use. I prefer to use Holly Blue, but it doesn't seem to be easily available here now, except on Amazon. And so for now we'll be making do with this. Then I'll put the gasket around the edge and refit the water pump. I have to put a bit more of this stuff on. Okay, let's give it a go. Of course you don't need an awful lot, just a blob here and there, it'll come out. There we go, don't need any more than that around the edge, just like that. Absolutely no more than that. See, right to the edge with this one. This is a better gasket I've got here now. It's the proper Jaguar one. Just get your finger and just rub it around the edge like that. Just get it around, but not down the screw holes, bolt holes. Just give it a smearing like that. And that's done. Find out now what I've done with the gasket. Oh, this is looking at me. It only goes on one way, which is that way. You see it's a green one this time. It's a lot thinner than the other one that's fitted before. at the wrong end, I think. I did. At the wrong side even. Just press it up against the face. Make sure it lines up with the bolt holes. You remember on the other one I fitted, it didn't quite come up to here and down to here. That's because it wasn't a proper Jaguar one, I believe. Okay, that's that. Now, when I find the water pump to the other end, bear with me for a moment. Okay, here's the new water pump. And again, I've got to put gunk on here as well, so I'm not going to film that. Just repeat myself. Now, there you are. We've done the gunk on, and we'll have another go putting the pump back on. Fit the two end studs on first and just slide it in. Gently get the rotor in. Here. You'd have to do it at a bit of an angle and get it in like that. There it goes. Now we need some bolts. Get these first. As you can see, they've got a short shoulder on them, and they go in here. Need a 1/2 inch, I think, socket. We'll find the drive. Yeah, well, one drive anyway. Blasted socket. There we are, found it again, or a one anyway. So again, you just take it up slowly, gently. The other one is that down here by the belt there's one with a set screw. You need a posi drive to do that. Now this pump has, you can see the bolt has a 45-degree angle on it, but there's no 45-degree hole, if you like. in the pump. The original one did, of course. And I couldn't work out why this was till I was looking at it the other day, and I suddenly realised when it doesn't sit down properly, as it can't obviously, it's as opposed to, could well foul the belt, which is obviously no good. Now I did get hold of Barrett's and I asked them twice why this was and what it would do, and 3 weeks later or so I'm still waiting for a reply. So that shows how interested they were. They've incurred my displeasure over that. Looking at it now, it seems alright. Should be alright. So that's it now.